All right, Tennessee Titans fans, I'm a glutton for punishment, and that's why I'm back today checking out Colin Cowherd and his new playoff, or not even playoff, standings for every division. His prediction. Last time he did this, about a month and a half ago, he had the Titans in last place of the AFC South with no real explanation. So he says he has changed some things. After watching some preseason football, he's changed some things around. So let's see. Old Colin.
I get two more. This is going to be one. I get two more opportunities before the season starts. I'm going to do one on the Thursday before the opening NFL game. I'm going to do one now. Okay. Is that I've watched the preseason.
What do you think is going to change between now and 2 weeks? I mean, who knows?
You everything, and I'm going to give you a sense of where I feel with my playoffs. So I've made a couple of changes, couple of minor changes, but they're changes, and I'll give you the reason why. So let's start with the AFC. I still feel it's Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. I know more about the Dolphins than I do the Jets. I know they'll be wildly productive on offense. Offenses carry over. If you don't make big wholesale changes, a good offense one year is a good offense the next year. It's not the same for defense. Jets, Hassan Reddick's not in camp. Huff's gone. A lot of noise. I think it's Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. AFC North, I don't know if there's a great team. I'm out on the Steelers. Browns ownership, quarterback.
I mean, he doesn't know if there's a great team in the AFC North. They were the best division in football last year, and they could very well be the best division in football again. So that
scares me. It's Ravens, Bengals. I may revisit this. I'm going to go, listen, Lamar Jackson's health, I trust him to be healthy by week 17, even though he's had injuries more than Joe Burrow. But if Joe Burrow is upright for the entire season, Cincinnati.
He's had injuries more than Joe Burrow. I mean, I know this is supposed to be about the Titans, but I don't even think that's true. Lamar's had injuries, yes. He's had to miss some time here or there. I guess it's that Joe Burrow's injuries are always more extensive. Joe Burrow, correct me if I'm wrong, who I believe is the second best quarterback in the game behind Patrick Mahomes, I think Burrow has had 2 season enders. That's the difference. Lamar has injuries. I mean, Lamar may have had 1. The years run together, but I feel like Lamar has injuries that take him out for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. When I think of Joe Burrow, I think of his rookie year and then last year. I mean, that's 2 season-ending injuries. I mean, so I don't know if I'd be willing to say Lamar gets hurt more than Burrow. He's more susceptible to getting hurt because he runs around so much.
May win this division. AFC South, I feel really good about my pick now. I really like the Texans. I like everything about what they're doing.
Okay.
Jaguars, best roster, I believe Trevor Lawrence has had, and he is healthy.
I thought he was about to say best roster in the NFL. I was about to turn the video off and just go vomit in the floor. I was literally, if he was about to say, but the best roster Trevor Lawrence has had, maybe. I'm trying to think, how long has Trevor been in the league? I mean, the Jaguars have been okay for 3 years now. It's definitely better than the roster they had 2 years ago. Last year, you could debate. But okay, we'll allow it.
I still don't know if Anthony Richardson's style lasts in this league.
Hold on, he's about to talk about Titans. It's not that I don't know if Anthony Richardson's style can last in the league. I don't even know what what is his style? How could we even know? It's like, what is his style? We have such a limited sample size of what he even is. It's how can you even tell? What is his style? I don't know. Because people say, oh, Anthony Richardson got hurt last year because he runs around. He plays so physical. Correct me if I'm wrong, and this is not me making light of an injury, but the play that Anthony Richardson got hurt on against the Titans last year that took him out was a pretty routine play. It was not like he tried to run somebody over like Will Levis tries to do all the time. He tried to run somebody over and he was playing reckless. No, I mean, he got tackled. A pretty basic looking tackle, not anything malicious. that you would look at and be like, oh, that was dirty, or that was an unfortunate. It was just a routine tackle is how he got hurt. So I don't even buy those narratives.
Healthy. I still don't know if Anthony Richardson's style lasts in this league. Titans, I don't think, are very good. AFC West, here's the thing.
Colin, I understand. This is you got to get to every division. You got to get to every division. You're on a limited time. You need to hurry and get through this, and you can't spend too much time talking about anybody. But I would at least like some sort of explanation behind why you think the Titans aren't going to be very good, because you know as well as I do. I mean, come on. He doesn't even know. How much time and energy and research do you think that Colin Cowherd has sat down and done on the Tennessee Titans? What do you think he knows about them other than they got rid of Mike Vrabel and Derrick Henry, and that's all he cared about anyway? He just threw that out there. They're just not going to be very good. Next, which is even the Patriots, he didn't even say anything about them. We don't even have an explanation on them. But the Titans, all we get is, they're just not going to be very good. I know you're on a limited time here, but God knows you never talk about the Titans any other time. So the least you could do is at least give us a sentence of, too many question marks. If you said that, I would allow it. If you just said, hey, Titans aren't going to be very good, too many question marks. Okay, that's something. But to just say Titans aren't going to be very good, you just know. This guy has been reading up on the Chiefs. He's been reading up on the Cowboys and the Jaguars and all of these little darlings along the way. He knows nothing. That's the best he could offer, because that's all he probably don't even know where the Titans are. He's like, where are they at? Are they in Nevada? Are they located in South Dakota? Where are they at now? Nashville? Is that in Tennessee? You already know. Is Steve McNair? Isn't that where he played? Is Eddie George still playing for them? Because that's the last time I cared.
Kansas City should be better at wide receiver. The Chargers.
What? Kansas City's going to be... Well, they did get the Texas guy, so maybe.
Worry me now, because Denver, I think, is better, faster with Bo Nix than I thought, and I thought it was going to work. I'm a little worried about Justin Herbert. I got J-Mac in my ear. So my division winners in the AFC...
You're a little worried about Justin Herbert. Why? Who knows? Not far be it for me to defend the Chargers. I'm just finishing the rest of the video just to see what he says, but... You're worried about Justin Herbert. Who knows why? Maybe, I guess, because he got hurt last year. The Chiefs, wide receiver core is going to be better. We're putting all of this stock into Bo Nix. He has looked good in the preseason. I have nothing against Bo, but we're just going ahead and chalking it up as he's going to make this team great.
Remain the Bills, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs. But I'm going to move the Dolphins into the playoffs and the Chargers out, because the Dolphins give me things I know. Tua, Waddle, Tyreek, Mike McDaniel, those running backs. Remember, great offenses carry over year to year. Great defenses don't.
They couldn't even carry over from the regular season to the postseason. They couldn't even carry over from warm weather to cold weather. What are you talking about?
Too many unknowns now with the Chargers. Herbert's health, their receiving core, I just don't know.
That.
And so I'm going to, for the time being, Chargers last team out, Dolphins are in. In the NFC, I've told you, Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants. I think Dallas misses the playoff. I think the Commanders are the shock of the league. I'll get to that in a second. Here's my big change, and it's pretty subtle. Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. I'm going to flip Packers and Lions. When the Packers played the Lions, the second time and Jordan Love had experience, they beat Detroit. I know the Lions have a better offensive line. The depth of offensive talent.
I think the Lions almost have better everything, but this is, I don't even know why I'm saying.
And the coaching and the quarterback mobility of Green Bay is better. I'm going to go with a young, ascending team. In my opinion, the better head coach, the better quarterback talent, and a loaded, stacked roster of receiver and tight end talent. Lions still make the playoffs.
Lions are
Bears
not
are
a
going to be
stacked team
exciting, but
without
it's a hell of a division. Vikings, the best fourth-place team in the league.
Why are people acting like the Vikings are like going to be good? I don't know. Like, I have nothing against the Vikings. I like the Vikings. Purple's a cool color. I just can't believe, like, with the best fourth-place team in the league, I know that's a low bar, but, like, Sam Darnold, right? Like, that's going to be their quarterback. Look, there's going to be a Vikings fan watching this and gets offended. I understand Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in football. Jordan Addison's a good wide receiver, too. They've got talent on the team. I just don't see anything at that quarterback position that makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
NFC South, I think Atlanta's going to run away with it. I think Atlanta's going to win potentially 12 to 13 games. I really do. I really like Atlanta. I say that being lighter in the wallet my entire adult life on Falcons games. Bucks are good, not as good as Atlanta. Panthers are going to be fun to watch. Much better at wide receiver.
Really?
Still third. Saints will be a mess. I think they're the first team to fire their coach. And in the NFC West, I said last year, I think they're leaning too much on McCaffrey. What's the situation on Brandon Ayuk? Will Trent Williams be ready? I think the Jets could beat him in week 1. I think they pull back a little. I think they have peaked physically. They'll be good. They won't be as special. Seahawks, I think, are interesting. A bit of a mystery team to me. Arizona 4. So in the division winner category, Eagles, Packers, Falcons, Rams, Lions, Commanders, Niners are the wild card teams. I'm just going to take a little younger team in Green Bay.
Okay. I'm not even going to give my thoughts on the other picks there, but I will just briefly comment again about just, Colin Cowherd does not strike me as a guy who is actually read up on the Titans. I understand you'd be nuts to expect him to pick the Titans to win the division, to even come in second. I would at least like a sentence of an explanation behind, like, why, in spite of, because this hasn't just been a normal old offseason, the moves. We've talked about them over and over. Ridley, Snead, Awuzie, Pollard, Cushenberry, the list goes on and on. It's a total roster turnover, pretty much. New coach. I understand that's a lot of question marks. It's a lot of new faces on the sideline and on the field. I understand that. Most of the time, like, nobody picked Houston last year, if I remember correctly, with C.J. Stroud and a lot of new faces, new head coach. Nobody was picking Houston to just do what they did. I get why. But with a total roster turnover like that, I would at least like an explanation. Instead of just, I just don't think they're going to be good. Is it because you're not sure about Callahan? Is it because you're not sure about Levis? Is it because you're not sure about, a new offensive line? Is it because you're not sure about depth at edge rush? Like, I don't expect him to get that far into the weeds when it comes to the Titans, but just maybe an explanation. But I'm dumb for expecting an explanation because he doesn't know anything about them. I mean, like, come on. You could line up all of these guys. I like Stephen A. Smith, but you line up all of these analysts. The dude with that on the First Things First or whatever that stupid show is that loves Patrick Mahomes so much. Like, I don't even remember his name. I don't care, but like, he doesn't know anything. I mean, is it the Chiefs or the Cowboys or one of these people we love so much? No. All right, well, let's just, who cares? Years ago when the Titans were the number 1 seed, what did they have to say about it? Like, it was like they didn't even exist then. So especially now that they're kind of trying to rebuild it back up, especially, like, nobody cares. So, tighten up, everybody.